Hey guys, it's Erica and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys the 411 on student loans. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about all the different types of student loans out there and what all they entail. I'm also going to be giving you guys some pros and cons in choosing the right student loan for you or your student. So before we get started, I will not be discussing the repayment of loans in this video. I also won't be discussing grants, scholarships, and any other means of paying for your tuition besides student loans. So if you guys want me to talk about scholarships and how to find them, or you guys want me to talk about the repayment of loans, definitely put that in the description box down below or in the comment box down below, and I will definitely make a separate video for that. And if you guys are watching this video and there's something that I don't get into detail about and you would like to know more about it, definitely tell me that in the comment box down below as well, so I can make a separate video addressing what you want to know. So to make sure that this video isn't too long, let's hop right into it. Let's go. So there are two types of loans out there that you can get. There are federal loans and there are private loans. And these two categories come with an arrangement of different subcategories that follow them. So the first one that we're going to talk about are the federal loans. These are the loans supplied to you by the government, and they're probably the ones that you're a lot more familiar with. There are 6 types of federal student loans out there. The first one's going to be your direct subsidized student loan. This one's for undergraduate students who demonstrate some sort of financial need. So basically you're just going to go online, fill out your FAFSA, and they'll tell you how much money that you qualify for. And your interest will be paid during school, and you won't have any interest after school either. So this is your subsidized loan, meaning your interest is going to be paid. The next student loan is going to be your direct unsubsidized loan. Now for this one, you don't have to demonstrate any sort of financial need. You must be an undergraduate student, but your interest will not be paid. So you will have to pay interest at the end of the day. Now you won't have to pay interest during school if you choose not to, but when it comes to paying your loans back, you will have to pay interest then. So the direct subsidized and unsubsidized loans are probably the ones that you're going to hear the most about. They're probably the most common ones. And I know that it says you need to demonstrate some sort of financial need for the subsidized loan, but let's be serious. I have yet to see anybody turn down for a student loan. So if you're reaching out to try to get that subsidized, interest paid loan, don't fret. Just apply. Go to the FAFSA website and apply for it, and I bet you're going to get it. Now the next one is going to be the direct plus loan. The first two are for undergraduate students. This one is for a graduate or a professional. The only difference between this one is you have to have good credit to get it. They do run your credit to see if you're going to pay it back, and they kind of figure out the cost for you. With your subsidized and your unsubsidized loans, you fill out your FAFSA application, they figure out how much money they're going to give you, and that is that. Now with your direct plus loan, they're going to take the cost of attendance subtracted by any other student financial aid that you have, and that's the amount of money that you're going to get. So if you don't truly have a reason to do the direct plus loan, you're probably not going to qualify for it. Like if you need $5, you're not going to qualify for it. Now the next one is going to be your direct consolidation. Now this one is not much of a loan per se, but a way of repaying your loans back when it's time. This is for undergraduate students. You have to have an exceptional financial need, meaning you really need to put all of your loans underneath one loan. The only thing about consolidating your loans is the fact that you lose all the benefits, the low interest. You lose all of those things when you consolidate, so make sure to think twice about that. The next student loan is going to be your federal Perkins loan. This is for undergraduate students with an exceptional financial need, someone who seriously needs money to pay for their tuition or for their books or for just things related to school. Now, when you usually get a student loan, you're going to have what's called a loaner, the person who's giving you the money. Usually it's going to be Sally Mae or NailNet or whatever company that's supplying your school or whatever with the money. Now with your federal Perkins loan, your school is your loaner. So you're going to actually make your student loan payments back to your school. So it's a little bit different, but you can definitely apply for that. Not all students do Perkins loans, but if they do, it's a great thing to apply for if you truly need it. So the last loan that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Parent Plus loan. This is an undergraduate loan. It has low interest, and it's actually for parents who want to co-sign so that their students can have a little bit more financial aid money. Now what they're going to do is they're going to run a credit check on the parents to make sure that they're able to pay the money back if they had to, or that they have good credit, that they're known for paying their bills, you know, stuff like that. But the only thing about the Parent Plus loan is, what if you have a child who decides that they want to not go to school or they don't want to pay that loan back? Then it does fall on the parents to make sure that that loan gets paid off. Both the child's credit and the parent's credit is checked. It will destroy your child's credit, and it'll also come back and destroy your credit because you're co-signed on it as well. So definitely take those things into consideration. Okay, so now let's talk about private loans. There are two types of private loans. You're going to have your school channel loans and your direct to consumer loans. Now, private loans are offered to you by banks or finance companies. Usually they're not connected to the school in any way. The first one's going to be your school channel loans. This one is actually certified by the school. It has a lower interest rate, but it can only be used for things associated with the school, like school books and things like that. They do reimbursements, but I'm not quite sure how often, and if they don't just roll it over to the next semester and keep on using it to pay off your tuition and books and things like that. Now, the last private loan is going to be that direct-to-consumer loan. Now, this one can actually run you into a lot of trouble. It has very high interest, it's not associated with the school, and it's dispersed straight to the student, which means you have a maximum, of course, that you can borrow, but you can still borrow a substantial amount. You can use it on whatever you want to use it on. You don't necessarily have to use it on tuition and books like you should. You could go out and buy that brand new pair of jeans or whatever that you want, which is not always a good thing. But what I really don't like about it is the fact that you really have to pay attention to how much financial aid that you have already. So if you go out and get a direct-to-consumer loan and you borrow more than you need, then you can actually be billed by your school. They can take your grants, they can take your scholarships, they can take pretty much anything. They can take your lower interest loans away. Now let's talk pros and cons. With the federal loan, you can temporarily postpone payments if you maybe have a financial need to not pay right now, or you're going through something. Sometimes you can even get rid of your payments altogether if you go into a certain career field. With the private loan, there's no forbearance or deferment. With the federal loan, there's a subsidized version. With the private loan, you have to pay interest. With the federal loan, there's also a fixed interest, but with the private loan, there's a variable interest. So you might start off at 2% and get up to like 29% by the time it's time to pay back. With a federal loan, you have 6 months after you graduate to start paying, unless you go less than half time. With a private loan, you actually have to pay for it while you're in school. They're not willing to wait. So I hope this has been a very informative video for you guys. I hope you guys learned a lot. If you guys have any questions on anything that I discussed, or you want to know about something else, make sure to put that down in the comment box down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Like, rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. Bye.